So which one is the pump?
Well, this is the blue here is the actual pump itself. That's what that's really goes in. This is just a transfer throughout the bulk things outside.
Okay. Those are just small pumps, though, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah, they are. They're very small like that. When you pull that one and I'll drown you. A big part of our job is obviously monitoring, ensuring that even though the plant's controlled by a computer and it's all automated, we have to ensure that what the computer's telling the plant to do, that it's actually doing. So we take water samples daily, and we have a full lab in there, which we'll show you when we go up top, and we do water quality testing. But also throughout the plant there's online monitors, and so these two here are taking water samples constantly and measuring turbidity, which is how dirty the water is, how cloudy it is, and the pH of the water. The pH of the water tells us if there's anything wrong as far as the connection's got or something happens up in the catchment. The head of water, the treatment plant here has got an altitude of about, from sea level, of about 170 metres, whereas the dams are 500 odd metres.
Oh wow!
So there's enough head to grab
Yeah.
Doesn't look like there's a lot happening here. It's just more the foam. That's no different than like on a beach when you get, when the waves are breaking in, you get a lot of foam on the sand. It's just the water being agitated. And you've got to remember this has been untreated at the stage, so any dirt that's in the river is still in this water. Basically what works here, this clarifier, has 3 distinct zones in it. So that area over there where the water's first coming in is the rapid mix area. And so the coagulant we're dosing is dosed just before it goes into there, and the idea of that, it gets agitated vigorously to mix everything together. Then it comes into this zone here, which is the flocculation zone, and that's gentle mixing. That's gentle mixing so that it just allows the particles to bind together and get heavier so they'll settle out. And then it goes through that wall. This tank's quite deep. Something in the region of about 15 metres deep.
Whoa!
So,
Did you say 15 metres?
Yeah, so like 40 odd feet. Yeah, it's quite deep.
Wow!
Yeah.
Well,
it's impressive when you see it empty.
The diving pool, that's 3 metres, isn't it?
Yes. Yep.
What's I don't know. Do they have any information on like population capacity of a plant like this?
Yes, we do. I think the handout's got a lot of that on it.
Yeah.
Basically what they look at is that we've always worked on a maximum design capacity here of 1,500 cubic metres an hour is the capacity for this plant. The fact at the moment we can only achieve probably about 11 or 12, but 15 is their design capacity, and that was calculated on meeting a demand of City Group with a population of 50,000.
50,000?
Yeah. So, we're not that far off.
Yeah.
And that's why we've got the other treatment plant in the Bushmere Road on the Waipawa River.
Right.
And of course, if the city grew or demand increased to a point that we couldn't reach it from this plant, that one would come online to take up. Gisborne's peak demand in the summer is about 30,000 cubic metres a day, so that's 30 million litres a day.
Wow.
But Auckland has a demand in the peak of the summer between 300 and 450 million litres.
Wow!
So just to give you an idea of the scale. And even another stat that I've never forgotten was during Cyclone Bowler, when the Waipawa River was running in flood, and we were running trials to take water out of there, that the river was up at the flood banks, and they did flow measurements on that, and the total peak consumption of Auckland, so that 450 million litres an hour, is flowing down the Waipawa River every second.
Wow.
The gravity sand filters, and most other treatment plants have filters that are much smaller in size, and they have a fine sand, whereas these ones have got quite a coarse sand. It's 2 to 3 millimetres in diameter, and but it's deep, so these tanks are full of sand, so they've got 3 metres of sand in them.
Wow.
And the idea of that is we can get much greater flows before backwashing through them, because they're a deep bed, so you look at getting a lot of filtration. But
That water's full deep, it's just that if you stand on the sand, you'll just sink.
no, you could stand on that sand and you'll be all right. It's just like it's no different than standing on the beach when there's water over it. Yeah. But when it's agitated, when it's backwashing and it's agitated, you can't stand on it then.
You'll end up
Straight
going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be
But anyway, if we
instant quicksand.
Yep. But, and this is the chlorine. That's how the chlorine comes. It comes in 1 tonne cylinders. It's chlorine gas, but it's under pressure as a liquid. You understand that if you can pressurise something really hard, a liquid or a gas will go to liquid. Would they cover something like that?
No. Pressurised gas will turn into liquid.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. You put enough pressure on it.
Oh right, yeah, of course. Yeah.
And one of those cylinders lasts us about 3 months.
What sort of qualifications do you need to handle something like that? Do you need to be qualified?
Yeah, for us as operators, we've all got a national diploma in water technology. So, and part of that has all the safety of chemical handling and everything else. But in addition to actually handling these chemicals, site has a certification from the industry that we've met all the stands. We've obviously have certain things in place like gas detectors and things like that. And then individually we all have to have dangerous goods handling certificates as well. So yeah, it's quite a procedure, and they have to be. You have to have refreshers on those every year.
Every year?
Every year, and every 5 years you have to do the complete 2-day
The whole thing again.
Yeah. The treatment plant here, and that's our bush catchment, which is the weir there where we take water from, and these are our dams, which is that there, that's the pump station. So to give you an idea of where you are, you're approximately halfway between Brisbane and Wairau.
Oh wow. I didn't realise we came that far.
Yeah, it's deceptive.
If you have a look now, you'll see the bubbles coming up over on that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bubbles! Oh, that one. There's the bubbles. Oh,
See how dirty it is?
Yeah.
Oh, done a glass of that.
So basically, instead of like in a normal pool, you'd get out your filters and give them a wash.
Yeah. Like normally you're at home pools, you have paper cutters and that. This is basically just doing it on a larger scale. So it'll overflow that trough, and then it goes down to the tank. There's a tank you drove past on the way up. Goes down
Oh wow.
there.
There it goes. So that tank is the dirty water tank, I'm guessing, and apparently it is 1,000 cubic meters, and every cubic meter is 1,000 litres. So work that out. Apparently the one in Kaiti is 8,000 cubic meters, and the one in Cook Hospital Hill is 24,000 cubic meters.